Hey guys, I just want to make a video on what I would like to see happening with the EZAs for the Extreme 120 leads. I'll probably do a video on the super leads at some point, but so first I want to talk about Cadbury. So his super attack causes immense damage and recovers 12% HP as of right now. His passive skill is attack plus 100% plus an attack plus 70% when HP is 30% or above. What I would like to see happen is his super attack causes immense damage and recovers 15% HP. That 3% will help with what I'd want to happen for his passive. So his passive is 3 key, attack plus 120% and defense plus 70% at the start of turn, plus attack and defense plus 100% when HP is 30% or above. So really all this is getting is means he gets key and defense in his at the start of the turn and normally. But what I've also added in there is damage reduced by 50% and launches an additional super attack when under 30% HP. So this can also proc during the turn, kind of like Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken's skill under the 59% HP. But what this means is that during the turn, he can start reducing damage by 50%. And he will be able to heal 30% HP, which would be huge in longer events, and it could come in quite clutch for a lot of people. So let's say you start at 50, fall below it. If you have it in the first lot, gets defense, gets damage reduction, heals you back up 30%, maybe 45 if you've got additionals on him. This would make him a more viable unit. The 3 key would help fix his major problem, and I could also see them potentially doing key upon attack and defense upon attack. But this is what I'd like to see because it'd make him all around a good unit, and it means that he potentially could be very helpful in very sweaty moments, and it could potentially save you your runs if you take him into Extreme Super Battle Road. So that's what I'd like to have for Boo. Next one we're going to be talking about is Super 17. So Super 17's super attack causes immense damage to enemy and greatly lowers defense. His passive skill is damage received minus 40%, attack plus 30%, with each attack received up to 120%. So he receives reduced damage, and after you hit him 4 times, his attack is up to 120%. So he's a mid unit. So he's just not that great. But what I'd like to see, his super attack causes immense damage and massively lowers attack and defense. They seem to do that with a lot of the androids, so I fully expect them to do that. So his passive skill, the way I've changed it is based off of what Nolar wanted, where Nolar wanted if they receive a key-based super attack, he gains like 300%. Mine's a little different, but so the initial part of the passive is damage reduced by 50%, attack plus 40% up to 150% when receiving an attack. So basically he can hit harder and defend better off the base, which was expected, but I don't know if they're going to change the damage reduction. However, the bit that I've added in is after receiving a super attack, defense plus 100%, attack plus 150%, and launches an additional super with a medium chance to stun the enemy for 3 turns. So basically what happens for Super 17 is if he does not get super attacked, he is good. He's not great, he's about a 5 or a 6, but once he gets hit, so the defense is 100% defense plus a 50% damage reduction is going to be insane for him. And the attack passive would also act like Juniper's, act like LR Goku Rose's. So it would become a huge boost. So basically, if you get super attacked, he becomes a god for 2 rotations that he's on, and I think that it'd be a good way to balance him out. Instead of making absolutely god tier all the time, he's either mid at worst or an absolute beast at the best. So that's what I think would be best for him. The next unit we're going to be talking about is Juniper. So Juniper's a little bit different to the majority of them. He's got some good competition already with the Juniper, but his super attack causes immense damage and greatly lowers defense. His passive skill, attack plus 80%, guard activated against all attacks, medium chance to evade enemies' attack, including super attack. What I would like to see changed for him is immense damage and massively lowers defense. So that's kind of a generic one, but what I would like to see happen is attack and defense plus 80%, guard activated against all types, a high chance to dodge, plus an additional attack and defense plus 10% within the same turn with each attack dodged. So this makes him a hybrid of what Dispo and STR are currently right now. Granted, he doesn't gain as much. I'm not sure about the calculations, but the additional attack and defense within the same turn, we could potentially up that to 25%. I don't think that it should be any higher than that, just because if it is, it means that he is going to be extremely busted, and I want to kind of keep him at a reasonable level. But this would definitely make sure that he's a lot better than the Juniper. The fact that he's gaining defense means that he's going to be able to defend really well even in Extreme Super Battle Road, because guards activated anyway there. So I do think that this would be a good buff for the unit. But we'll see how that plays out. I'm not sure, but that's what I would like for Juniper. And finally, we have the one that everyone's looking forward to, the one that everyone's expecting to be the best, and that is Cooler. So we finally get to the one that everyone's expecting to be the best. This unit is Physical Cooler. Before we carry on, I'd like to give a shout out to Dokkan Wiki for all the information and these units that we've got pulled up today. So Cooler's super attack effect is causes immense damage and greatly lowers defense. What I would like to see, his passive skill is attack and defense plus 100%. Launch an additional attack which has a chance to become a super attack. What I would like to see is his super attack causes immense damage, massively lowers attack and defense, and raises defense. So this is one of the 3 effects, super attack effects. I want him to do this so that basically units don't hit as hard, but in events where they can't, he is also able to be put in the first slot, and this way he can protect the STR Cooler, so they would be able to be really, really good together like this. His passive skill I would like to see is Key 3, attack and defense plus 120%. Launches an additional attack which has a medium chance to be a super. So this just increases this will just increase how often we get to see it. And after this, plus a 3% chance to dodge with each super attack performed, up to 30%. So if you're extremely lucky, you can get this within 10 turns. So the type of event is the longer event. So Infinite Tranquil History event, Legendary Goku event up until into UI, just because I think it'd be good to see a defensive cooler that can still do some damage. I would also like to see plus an additional 50% attack when the enemy is in the attack down status. Yeah, that basically sums itself up. And he is super effective against pure and hybrid sands. The reason why I didn't go with crit is because I think that this would be a bit too, that'd be a bit too powerful for the unit. But right now this unit can get up to key 3, attack plus 170, defense plus 120, and a 30% chance to dodge when fully built up, while he is still raising his own defense. A way to limit that would be raise his defense for a limited amount of turns, say 6. But this is what I'd like to see for the extreme EZAs. Let me know your thoughts. What would you like to see? How would you change them? Yeah. Thank you very much, guys, and have a good one. Bye.